dinner together.
I love you, Michael.
You too.
Team Michael, always and ever. Each down.
Yes, sir.
Amani, Jlassi, and Michael Ilesanmi together in a hotel room. Yes, you heard that right. Two of the franchise's most talked about stars were recently spotted getting very cozy in a luxurious hotel suite, and the internet is absolutely losing it. This bizarre crossover has fans shaking their heads and asking the same question: are they dating? And if so, why were they keeping it a secret? Let's rewind. Michael Ilesanmi has been knee-deep in legal chaos with none other than Angela Deem. Their toxic saga is still unfolding as they battle it out in court. Angela is determined to get an annulment, claiming that Michael was using her from the very beginning. In true Angela fashion, she's bringing the fire and trying to drag the rest of the cast into her mess, forcing people to pick sides. And while some cast members have proudly planted their flags in Team Angela or Team Michael, Amani Jlassi just made her allegiance very clear, and it's got fans scratching their heads. In a surprising turn, Amani not only met up with Michael during her trip to Houston, but she also recorded videos with him, laughing, dancing, and showing some very affectionate energy. In one clip that sent shockwaves across social media, Amani looked straight into the camera and said, "I love you, Michael." And guess what? Michael didn't even hesitate. He responded with a soft smile, "I love you too." Let that sink in. This wasn't some scripted segment from the show. This was real time, real life, and very real energy between two castmates who had never previously shared a storyline. What were they doing together? And more importantly, were they in that hotel room alone? Well, another video posted by Amani gave fans even more to talk about. She was dancing in a skin-tight, eye-catching top, showing off her moves in what was clearly a lavish hotel room. Just as viewers were catching their breath, the camera panned to reveal Michael, also dancing right beside her, both of them smiling and vibing like they've known each other forever. Fans didn't waste time. They flocked to Reddit and TikTok, and the theories exploded. Was this a real relationship forming right before our eyes? Or is Amani playing a strategic game to climb back into the spotlight? Because let's face it, Amani's screen time during her throuple storyline never really turned her into a breakout star. Meanwhile, Michael, whether you love him or not, has become one of the most recognizable faces in 90-day history. So when Amani popped up on his radar and in his room, fans got suspicious fast. Some viewers are warning Michael to run and fast. One Redditor wrote, "He just escaped Angela. The last thing he needs is another messy relationship with someone chasing fame." Another commented, "Amani is using this situation. Michael is finally free, and now she wants her moment. This feels calculated." But here's the wild part. Not everyone is against the idea. A small camp of fans actually think the pair have good chemistry. They're tired of watching Michael get stomped on by Angela and are rooting for a fresh start, even if it's with Amani. Still, the questions remain. Was this just a friendly meetup? Or is this the start of something way more serious? Did they really share a hotel room, or was it just a TikTok stunt? No matter what the truth is, one thing is clear. Amani just placed herself squarely on Angela Deem's radar, and if history has taught us anything, Angela doesn't take betrayal lightly. If Amani thinks she can flirt her way into Michael's heart without consequences, she may be in for a rude awakening. So what's next for the surprising duo? Is Michael making the same mistake all over again? Is Amani really in love, or just hungry for fame? 90-Day Fiancé. Hunt for Love just got a whole lot wilder, and once again, Jennifer Terrazona is at the center of the storm. Known for her chaotic energy, fiery personality, and unpredictable love life, Jennifer is now embracing a brand new identity on the show, the villain. But instead of running from it, she's leaning all the way in. And this time, her romantic sights are set not on a man but a woman. Yes, you heard that right. After her roller coaster history with Rob, Cole, and even a shocking steamy moment with Chantel Everett, Jennifer has changed direction entirely, and fans are spiraling with questions. Who's her new target? Is she really trying to date Nikki Exotica? Is this real, or just more of her twisted game? Let's break it down. Jennifer Terrazona has officially turned 90-Day Fiancé, Hunt for Love upside down. She's not just playing the game, she's redefining it. Viewers have called her manipulative, fake, and downright messy, but Jennifer? She's thriving in the chaos. In a recent episode, she casually asked why everyone was talking about her like she's the villain, only to laugh it off and say maybe she likes being the villain. And honestly, she's not kidding. She's been bouncing between Rob and Cole, flipping between flirting and fighting, while also locking lips with Chantel in one of the most unexpected reality TV hookups we've seen this season. But now, Jennifer is moving into totally new territory, and fans are watching every move. Hey Race, what went down? A now viral Reddit thread dropped a bombshell when it posted candid behind-the-scenes photos of Jennifer getting very close with co-star Nikki Exotica. In one image, Jennifer is seen giving Nikki a look that can only be described as seductive. In another, she's gently playing with Nick's hair. And no, it didn't look like just a friendly gesture. One fan asked, "Is Jen picking her next target?" Another pointed out, "She's flirting with the only openly bisexual cast member, classic Jen move." And it doesn't stop there. Jennifer has been making waves for crossing boundaries with multiple women on the cast. She was also caught reaching out to touch Tiffany's hair in another behind-the-scenes moment. Fans are convinced that Jennifer isn't just dipping her toes into the dating pool. She's diving headfirst into any situation that gives her power, attention, or an edge. It's giving chaos. It's giving manipulation. It's giving reality TV gold. And the kicker? Jennifer isn't denying any of it. She has openly admitted that she came on this show to explore and meet people, and she's going to keep doing that unapologetically, no matter who she offends or how many hearts she breaks along the way. So what's really going on between Jennifer and Nikki? Fans are buzzing about a potential hookup, or even something deeper. Nikki, being open about her bisexuality, has become a prime target for Jennifer, and many are wondering if Yen's interest is genuine or just part of her strategy to stay relevant and controversial. One wild theory suggests the two could even form a throuple with Usman once Nikki travels to Nigeria, something that sounds absolutely ridiculous, yet weirdly on brand for this franchise. And let's not forget, Jennifer's not the type to follow any rulebook. She thrives in the mess. She creates the chaos. And now that she's embracing the villain role with open arms, who knows what kind of destruction she'll leave in her wake. So the real question is Jennifer truly exploring her sexuality? Or is she just hunting for attention? Is Nikki falling for her charm, or being used as just another pawn in Jennifer's master plan? And how far will Jennifer go to keep the spotlight on herself? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Jennifer Terrazona is not backing down. She has an agenda. She's owning her title as the villain. And she's coming for whoever she wants, man or woman. Let us know what you think in the comments. Because this isn't just drama, it's Jennifer Terrazona drama. And on 90 Day Fiancé, that's a whole different level of messy. Drama is heating up once again in the world of 90 Day Fiancé, and this time it's none other than Pedro Jimeno throwing some serious shade that has left fans speechless. Yes, you heard that right. Pedro, never one to hold back when it comes to stirring the pot, has just taken a brutal jab at his ex-wife, Chantel Everett, and it's one of the boldest moves we've seen from him yet. So what exactly did Pedro say? And what sparked this fiery outburst? It all started when Pedro posted a very pointed video on social media, and let's just say, subtlety wasn't part of the plan. The clip shows Pedro sitting in his car, looking smug, as he lip-syncs to a track with the lyrics, "Your new boyfriend is ugly, and I'm glad that he is. You should marry him and have some ugly kids." He continues, mouthing the line, "I was good to you," with an expression so sarcastic and self-satisfied, it's impossible to miss who the message is for. Fans immediately pieced it together. This wasn't just some random joke. This was a direct hit aimed squarely at Chantel and her rumored new flame. Now hey race, where it gets even spicier. While Pedro has clearly moved into full petty mode, Chantel has been living her own truth, and it's been raising eyebrows for an entirely different reason. During 90 Day Fiancé, Hunt for Love, Chantel openly struggled to form a new romantic connection. She was vulnerable, emotional, and visibly torn, and for good reason. She revealed that she had shared a kiss with her best friend, Ashley, before entering the show. That bombshell had fans wondering, was this a one-time thing or something more? As it turns out, multiple sources now suggest that Chantel may have fully embraced a new chapter in her personal life, coming out as a lesbian and reportedly dating Ashley. Their chemistry on and off camera has been undeniable, and Chantel herself admitted on air that she was deeply missing Ashley. It wasn't just casual longing, it was emotional, real, intense. She said it loud and clear. She had feelings for her. And who is Ashley? Well, she's not just Chantel's best friend. She's also a rising music artist and actor, recently promoting her latest single, Freaky Girl. And guess who's been front and center supporting her every step of the way? Yup, Chantel. This new relationship, or even just the idea of it, might be exactly what triggered Pedro's bitter post. Because let's be honest, Chantel has cut all ties with Pedro's family, completely blocking them on social media, and there's clearly still a mountain of unresolved resentment on both sides. Pedro, who once claimed to be done with Chantel, still seems to be paying a lot of attention to her love life. That video wasn't just a playful joke, it was calculated. Pedro knew exactly what he was doing, and the internet knew exactly who he was talking about. But the real twist, fans didn't rally behind Pedro. In fact, the backlash came in hard and fast. One viewer clapped back, saying, "Pedro, you are not the prize you think you are." Another added, "He's just desperate for attention," still trying to stay relevant by using Chantel's name. And let's face it, many agree. Pedro's behavior screams bitterness, not confidence. Instead of moving on with grace, he's stuck in the past, lip-syncing petty lyrics and smiling like he just dropped the hottest diss track of the year. But hey, race the bigger picture. Chantel might actually be in a better place now. She's exploring her identity, connecting emotionally and authentically, and backing someone who truly supports her. Whether or not her relationship with Ashley is official, she's evolving, and that clearly rattles Pedro. At the end of the day, this messy situation reminds us why the 90-Day Fiancé universe is so addictively dramatic. Real feelings, past wounds, and very public shade, all colliding in spectacular fashion. So, what do you think about Pedro's savage diss? Was he just being funny? Or did he go way too far? And more importantly, is Chantel really done with men for good? Or is this just another twist in her ever-evolving story? There's a brand new love story brewing in the 90-Day Fiancé universe, and this one might just be heading toward the altar. Jasmine Pineda and Matt Brenasterianu are making serious moves, and fans are starting to connect the dots. From co-parenting their newborn daughter Matilda, to a surprise Vegas getaway, to what appears to be a brand new engagement ring on Jasmine's finger, it looks like these two are gearing up for a major relationship milestone. But how did we even get here? Let's rewind. Jasmine first met Matt during the darkest chapter of her life. She was emotionally drained, battling constant marital struggles with Gino, and grasping at whatever hope was left. In a last-ditch effort to save her marriage, she signed up for 90 Day, the last resort, hoping that therapy could repair the damage. But when nothing worked, she agreed to an open marriage, which only led to more chaos. Soon after, things hit rock bottom. Gino brutally kicked Jasmine out, not in private, but in the middle of the road with her belongings dumped by the curb. It was raw, public, and heartbreaking. Jasmine was left in tears, shattered and betrayed. But there was one person who didn't walk away, Matt. And that changed everything. From that moment on, Matt became a steady presence in Jasmine's life. The two welcomed a daughter together, little Matilda, and while they initially claimed they were just co-parenting, fans saw something deeper brewing between them. At first, 90 Day viewers were furious with Matt. Many accused him of breaking up Jasmine and Gino's marriage, stepping in where he didn't belong. But over time, he slowly won hearts. Fans have seen him step up, especially during the latest episodes of Happily Ever After, where he's been Jasmine's emotional anchor. In one particularly moving scene, Jasmine recounted her heartbreak as she watched Gino walk away from their relationship. She was vulnerable, crying, and uncertain about the future. And once again, it was Matt who showed up for her. Now, the two are raising Matilda together and sharing more and more of their life as a modern family. Jasmine's also working hard to reunite with her other children and bring them to the US, something she's made clear is a top priority. Still, Jasmine made it clear early on, they were not a couple. She said they didn't live together, and they were only co-parenting. But fast forward to today, and the vibe has completely changed. During a recent trip to Las Vegas, Jasmine and Matt looked happier than ever. The two shared sweet moments on social media, including poolside clips, selfies, and quiet dinners away from the cameras. But one post stood out, and fans caught a massive detail. In a now viral Instagram story, Jasmine wrote, "No cameras needed to pay for the trip. Some had to film the whole thing just to afford the flight." A savage dig, clearly aimed at her ex, Gino. But the real shocker? Fans spotted an engagement ring sparkling on Jasmine's left hand. That's right, the hand, the finger, the ring. Immediately, fans started speculating. Did Matt propose during their Vegas getaway? Is Jasmine finally ready to let love back into her life, this time for real? Is a new wedding on the horizon for the 90-day fiancé star who's been through it all? Let's not forget, Matt already declared his feelings for Jasmine during the tell-all. The question has always been whether she would reciprocate, and based on her recent posts and body language, it looks like she just might be ready to say yes to more than just co-parenting. It's been a wild journey for Jasmine, full of heartbreak, public breakdowns, and constant criticism. Fans have often judged her for being too intense, too emotional, too chaotic. But in the middle of it all, she may have finally found something real, something steady, and someone who shows up when the world turns its back. So, are Jasmine and Matt secretly engaged? Is this the beginning of their official happily ever after? And if so, what happens when Gino sees that ring? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because if this is true, 90 Day Fiancé might just be heading toward one of its most unexpected weddings yet. Trouble is brewing once again in the 90 Day Fiancé universe, and this time, it's Guillermo Royer and Cara Bass at the center of the storm. The fan-favorite couple, who once seemed head over heels in love, are now sparking serious breakup rumors, and Guillermo's latest social media update might have just confirmed what many fans already suspected. Their marriage may be over. So, what happened to one of the show's most promising couples? Are Guillermo and Cara really headed for divorce? Let's dive into the drama, because the signs are impossible to ignore. From the moment they returned to the screen on 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after, it was clear that something was off. The spark, the chemistry, the warmth, all of it had faded. Now, the couple is locked in a tense struggle, trying to balance new parenthood, financial stress, and a relationship that's hanging by a thread. Since welcoming their son, Nicholas, the dynamic between Cara and Guillermo has drastically changed. While both are devoted parents, their marriage has clearly taken a back seat, and the toll is starting to show. In fact, intimacy issues have become a central storyline in this season. Guillermo admitted openly that their romance had fizzled out. He wanted to revive the spark in their bedroom, but the emotional distance between them only grew wider. During a recent therapy session, the cracks became crystal clear. When asked if they still loved each other, Cara instantly said yes, holding on to the hope of saving their relationship. But Guillermo, he hesitated. He paused. And then, with heartbreaking honesty, he said, "I don't know." Fans were stunned. His tone was cold. His words were blunt. And his body language, it said everything. That one moment opened the floodgates for speculation, and now, fans are putting the puzzle pieces together. 4 weeks now, neither Cara nor Guillermo has posted anything together. No couple pics, no romantic shoutouts, nothing. The only thing they share on social media? Photos of their son, and that silence has been deafening. But then came the latest bombshell. Guillermo recently posted a sweet picture with baby Nicholas during a trip to the zoo, but fans weren't focused on the cute father-son moment. Instead, they zoomed in on a very telling detail. His wedding ring was missing. One Reddit user spotted it instantly and wrote, "He finally removed his wedding band." Most of us already knew they were separated and going through a divorce. That one small detail ignited a firestorm online. Fans began dissecting every past photo and every interaction, and the conclusion was nearly unanimous. Guillermo and Cara are no longer together. While the couple hasn't confirmed a legal split, their actions speak volumes. The love seems gone. The updates are solo. And the ring, off. Now, fans are weighing in with their thoughts. And let's just say, opinions are divided. Some viewers blame Guillermo, arguing that adjusting to life after a baby is tough, and instead of bailing, he should have fought for the marriage. One user wrote, "Every couple goes through this. Having a child changes your life. It's not the time to walk away, it's the time to step up." Others are more sympathetic toward Cara, pointing out that she was always focused on financial stability, and maybe Guillermo wasn't ready for the adult responsibilities that came with parenthood and partnership. Another fan added, "Honestly, I think Kara was already checked out by the time they started filming this season. She looked done. But there is one thing everyone agrees on. No matter what's happening between them as partners, Kara and Guillermo are both dedicated parents." Fans praise them for putting Nicholas first, even if they couldn't make their marriage work. So what now? Is this the quiet end of Kara and Guillermo's love story? Is a public divorce announcement coming soon? Or are they keeping things under wraps until the season wraps? No one knows for sure. But with Guillermo removing his ring and Kara staying radio silent, it sure looks like the happily ever after is over. Biniam Schreiber, one of the most recognizable faces from 90 Day Fiancé, has just left fans absolutely stunned. The TLC star, who has been relatively quiet on social media lately, suddenly resurfaced from a hospital bed. That's right, Biniam, once known for his acrobatic stunts, high-energy MMA fights, and chaotic relationship with Ariella Weinberg, is now making headlines for a completely different reason. A medical emergency that's raising far more questions than answers. So what really happened? Is Biniam okay? Was it serious? Or just another stunt to regain attention? Let's dive into everything we know so far, because the tea is piping hot, and the speculation is off the charts. Biniam and Ariella's storyline was one of the most unpredictable and explosive in 90-day history. From cheating rumors to last-minute moves across continents, the couple kept viewers glued to the screen season after season. But behind the scenes, their relationship was reportedly just as messy. After relocating to America, Biniam tried to pursue a legitimate MMA career, and Ariella stood by him, even taking on the role of manager. But cracks quickly formed. Ariella allegedly changed Biniam's social media passwords and even forced him into filming segments against his will, including a couple's retreat. Fans were confused, especially after the Tell-All special, where Ariella and her mom Janice dropped some bombshell claims. They insisted their intentions were good, saying they were protecting Biniam from women trying to extort him. According to them, some of the women he dated after moving to the US began demanding money once he refused to commit to them. Then came another twist. Ariella later confessed that the entire storyline with Biniam was designed to help boost his fame, and that they essentially used the drama to fuel his fighting career. Unsurprisingly, fans were outraged and accused them of faking everything just to stay on the show. And then silence. Biniam seemingly disappeared from the spotlight until now. In a shocking update, Biniam posted a video from a hospital bed, visibly hooked up to 4 fluids, a tube in his mouth, and machines monitoring his vitals. He looked calm, alert, even smiling at moments, but fans couldn't help but wonder, what's going on here? He offered no explanation in the video, just visuals of himself mid-treatment. Immediately, social media exploded with theories. On Reddit, one viewer asked, "Why do people always film themselves in the hospital like this? Is it sympathy bait?" Another sarcastically chimed in, "Had to make sure the 4 was in frame, even double-checked it at the end." And that wasn't all. Some fans began analyzing every detail of the video. One pointed out that Biniam was wearing a surgical hairnet, suggesting he may have been prepping for a cosmetic procedure, not a real emergency. They wrote, "He looked way too calm and well-groomed to be going in for anything urgent. This seems like plastic surgery, not a life-threatening situation." Others questioned the timing, especially since Biniam has been MIA since his embarrassing performance on The Last Resort. Fans accused him of trying to crawl back into the limelight now that public interest in him has cooled. Still, some offered concern and support, genuinely worried for his well-being, especially since there's been no official statement or clarification about his condition. The ambiguity has only fueled the drama. So what's really going on here? Was Biniam hospitalized due to a serious health emergency, or is this part of a publicity stunt to stay relevant? Is he seeking sympathy, or genuinely going through something intense behind the scenes? And where is Ariella in all this? Has she fully moved on, or is she still involved in his life in some way? Only time will tell. But fans are watching closely, and the comment sections are already exploding with mixed reactions. Let us know what you think. Was this a real scare, or another made-for-reality TV moment? Gino Palazzolo, may have finally reached his breaking point. After months of drama, deception, and chaos on 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after, Gino is now confronting a harsh truth. He may have been scammed by his own wife. Let's rewind. Gino and Jasmine's turbulent relationship took an even stranger turn on the last resort, when Gino agreed to something unthinkable, an open marriage involving not just Jasmine, but another man named Matt. At the time, Gino believed it was the only way to save his marriage. He didn't want to lose Jasmine, no matter the cost. He ignored the red flags, dismissed advice from co-stars, and walked blindly into a setup that now looks more like a trap than a solution. Fans and fellow cast members weren't fooled. Many believed Jasmine had ulterior motives all along, that she proposed the open marriage only to cover up her ongoing affair with Matt. And then came the bombshell. Jasmine revealed she was pregnant with Matt's baby. Suddenly, everything began to make sense. And Gino, he finally started connecting the dots. On Happily Ever After Season 9, Gino stunned viewers with a surprising transformation. He seemed more self-aware, more direct, and for the first time, ready to fight for his own happiness. He even started exploring his side of the open marriage deal. Gino admitted to chatting with a new woman named Natalie, whom he met online. Their chemistry quickly heated up, and Gino made a bold move. He planned a trip to Las Vegas to meet her in person. Fans were floored, not just by his new energy, but because Natalie looked a lot like Jasmine. It sparked questions. Does Gino have a type? Was he really moving on, or just trying to fill the same void again? Regardless, he seemed to be enjoying himself. Natalie was bold, confident, and even joked about her attraction to bald men. That's when something unheard of happened. Gino considered removing his iconic hat for the very first time. Fans couldn't believe it, but things took another sharp turn. After returning from Vegas, Gino realized something. Natalie wasn't just a rebound. She wanted clarity, and she wasn't willing to be used as leverage in Gino's toxic cycle with Jasmine. She gave him an ultimatum: figure out what you want, or walk away. And that's exactly what he did. In a tense, dramatic scene, Gino met Jasmine in a parking lot, with all her belongings stuffed into the trunk of his car. He told her to take back her things, because he was done. Jasmine was stunned. She confronted Gino, shocked at how quickly he had moved on. But Gino stood his ground. He compared his fresh connection with Natalie to his years of emotional chaos with Jasmine. And then, the unthinkable. Gino asked for a divorce, and left Jasmine stranded on the side of the road. He drove away, her belongings left behind, the relationship shattered. While driving, Gino finally let it all out. He reflected on everything. On the lies, on the manipulation, on how he had been played. He said it clearly: I believe Jasmine tricked me into this open marriage idea. She had already picked Matt before even bringing it up. This was her way to justify cheating. Gino admitted he no longer trusted her, not after so many lies. He claimed Jasmine had been in touch with Matt months before the open marriage even started. Now, he's finally done playing the fool. The man who once bent over backwards to please Jasmine is now reclaiming control of his life. And fans, they're just as shocked as they're impressed. So, was Gino really the victim of a long con? Did Jasmine use love to mask her betrayal? And what comes next for the most chaotic couple in 90-day history? One thing's for sure, Gino Palazzolo is no longer playing games. Let us know what you think. Was the open marriage just a cover-up for cheating? And do you believe Gino's finally free, or just getting started with more drama?